Everyone is sick of Disney's bullshit. So, currently, D23 is currently going on, and while there are other things I'm going to talk about, like do a full video on everything, I feel like I need to make a quick video on this first, because this one hurt. Physically hurt. They released a teaser trailer for the Little Mermaid remake. This movie was pretty much doomed from the start. While The Little Mermaid isn't my favorite Disney film by any means, it's the film that kicked off the Disney Renaissance, leading to Disney being the main staple of animation, as it was during their heyday before Walt's death in 1966. But with this trailer alone, any interest I might have had is gone. Absolutely gone. Race-swapping Ariel was strike one. Technically, actually, there's 4 strikes, because they also gender-swapped Scuttle for God knows what reason, because apparently they really wanted Awkwafina in this movie. I don't get it. Yes, she was fine in Jumanji, and she was fine in Shang-Chi, but other than that, she's annoying as hell. But I digress. Well, Disney's not the only company that's been doing this bullshit. Disney's been doing this for a while now, because they did it with Batgirl, they did it with Iris West, twice. They did it with Jimmy Olsen in Supergirl. They did it with Booster Gold in Stargirl. So they're doing this. Oh, they've been doing this over and over. And Amazon did it with Rings of Power, but Disney has become notorious for this now. And you all already know what I thought of the god-awful Percy Jackson casting, so we're gonna move on. Strike 2, the underwater world looks horrible. Now, the CGI isn't that bad, even if the mermaid effects kind of dive pretty deep into the uncanny valley, pun intended. So it's not the CGI. My problem is that the underwater world itself looks like ass. The design of the environment is so drab and boring, and it's way too dark to see what I'm supposed to be looking at. It's not a good sign when your remake of a bright and colorful animated kids film looks like The Long Night from Game of Thrones. You're not gonna get my ass in the theater when your movie starts looking like Batman v Superman. And strike 3 was the singing. I hate the way she sung Part of Your World. It was the same thing I complained about in my Pinocchio review that was just a couple of days ago. Oh man, oh my god, I hate when singers do this. You know exactly what I'm talking about, why I hate this. I don't really know what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about. This is the 3rd time these remakes have pulled this garbage. It sucked when Beyonce did it in Can You Feel the Love Tonight. It was bad when the Blue Fairy butchered When You Wish Upon a Star by doing the same thing, which, like I said, was just released a few days ago. Like, the day before this trailer dropped, that movie did. I know singers do this to flex, but it sounds so ear-piercingly bad that it doesn't make you sound... It doesn't help you flex. It just makes me cringe. It's so cringeworthy. And again, the uncanny valley effect isn't helping. It looks awkward and it sounds awkward. Stop pulling this shit with these singers. Oh my god, this movie's gonna suck so hard. But that's not the only thing that I wanted to briefly touch on something else that I didn't even know existed. I didn't even know was announced until like 5 minutes ago. And that was kind of what prompted me to make this video. Okay, so we all know that there was a Lion King prequel in the works. I honestly thought that was a joke. But no. Mufasa, the Lion King. I think Ryan Kinnell from RK Outpost's response to this sums up mine too, and it was in 2 words. Fuck you. Now, there is also an Aladdin sequel that has officially been announced. It wasn't announced at D23, but it was announced a few months ago that it's coming out in May 2025. This Lion King's release date is 2024. I believe it said May. I don't really know. I didn't actually look. I just saw 2024. But I'm looking forward to the Aladdin sequel because I really liked the Aladdin remake. Lion King remake was utter trash, and I will give them credit. At least they're doing something different. At least they're not just gonna do a shot-for-shot remake of Simba's Pride, and Aladdin 2 already said that it's not going to be adapted from Return of Jafar or King of Thieves, so we're getting an original story there. But who asked for this? I'll tell you who. Nobody. Nobody wants anything to do with this live-action Lion King atrocity. It was the worst remake. I still don't know if it's the worst. Mulan and Pinocchio definitely gave it a run for its money, but I feel like it might be worse. I don't know. Maybe Mulan was worse, but it's definitely down there. It's one of the worst Disney remakes. It's one of the worst Disney films ever. Like, period. Because it's also one of the worst animated movies of all time. Because it's not a live-action movie. There's one shot that's live-action, and it's the very first one. It's not a live-action movie. Stop trying to fool us, Disney. But yeah, so this Little Mermaid remake, yeah, so we all know that the Mufasa is probably gonna suck, but at least it's doing an original story. This is going to be beat for beat exactly the same. I'm calling it now. And yeah, I know there's gonna be new songs, but every live-action remake has had at least one new song. Lion King had that shitty song by Beyonce because they desperately wanted a Best Original Song nomination. Aladdin had Speechless, and Desert Moon, which was cut for some reason. I still don't understand that choice. And a second reprise of One Jump Ahead. Beauty and the Beast had a few that were kind of meh. They had a few that were okay, but then the rest were just kind of there to pad out the running time. And Mulan cut out all the songs. And fuck that movie for that. But this is just gonna be another Beauty and the Beast. It's gonna be another Lion King. It's gonna be another Mulan. It's just gonna be one of these shitty remakes that's trying to cash in on the original. Honestly, if this went to Disney Plus, I wouldn't see this as big of an insult, because the Pinocchio remake went straight to Disney Plus, so at least I didn't have to pay to see that garbage heap. Honestly, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I'm gonna say it. When it comes to June movies, if I had to choose between seeing this movie or Ezra Miller's Flash movie, I'm gonna say it outright. I'd take the Flash. I really would. At least that's not being a shot-for-shot remake of Flashpoint Paradox. At least it's trying to do something different, whether that's going to be good or not. From what I'm seeing, that movie's getting positive test screenings, and it's just the Ezra Miller debacle that's ruining the movie. If he had kept himself out of trouble, or if there was a different actor in place, I don't think it'd be getting the backlash that it is. But it can't be helped because it has Ezra Miller. But what do you guys think of this horrible trailer? I'm going to be doing a full review of D23 after everything's done. Apparently, Lucasfilm is doing their stuff now. They have another trailer for Andor, which looks like trash. They've got one for Tales of the Jedi, which I haven't seen yet, and they got another one for Willow, which comes out in November. I've never seen the original Willow, but I might give the show a shot. I don't know. I think the Marvel one, the Marvel Studios one comes after. Hopefully we get something for Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, or maybe something for Secret Invasion. Just give us something, because we're almost to Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and we don't have anything else to look forward to because we don't have another trailer for anything else. Right now, we're stuck with She-Hulk. Ew. And we just gotta wait, and we still got 2 months till Black Panther 2. So, hopefully we get something there, and I guess I'll see y'all then. Bye.